Okay, children. So I was telling you that the three the in natural resources Earth consists of land, air, and water. Okay, land portion is lithosphere, air portion is atmosphere, and water portion is hydrosphere. The three life-sustaining zones of the Earth is called biosphere. Biosphere consists of abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors are air, water, and land, etc., etc. Biotic factors are plants, animals, and microorganisms. I was telling you, children, and even I was telling you, air is a bad conductor. Air is a bad conductor. It acts as an insulator. I told. Yesterday, I was discussing also about the atmosphere. Atmosphere acts like a blanket. So when sun rays are falling, children, some it will allow, some it will not allow. See, children, this is Earth. This is atmosphere. When sun rays are falling, all the light rays will undergo reflection. So some of them will stay, some of them will undergo reflection, some of them will stay, and this atmosphere maintains a constant and steady temperature on the Earth. Yesterday I was telling you, but whereas atmosphere is not present in the moon, that's why night temperatures may go up to minus 190 and morning temperatures may go up to 110 degrees centigrade, whereas on the Earth it always lies between 30 to 40 degrees centigrade. Constant temperature is maintained on the Earth because of this atmosphere. I was telling you, and also I was telling you about the land and sea breezes. Also, I was telling you, children. Okay, so now what we'll discuss, children. So today I want to discuss how rainfall occurs, children. How rainfall occurs. Okay, so one second, children. How rainfall occurs, I will discuss. One second. So, children, coming to the rainfall. Normally, how rainfall occurs, we will discuss, children, today in briefly. Okay, so please see here, children. Rainfall. Children, air, I told you, air is a mixture of gases. Atmosphere also I told you. I told you about sea breeze. I told you about the land breeze. Today I want to discuss how rainfall occurs. Before rainfall, first we have to see what is the wind. Can anyone define what is the wind, which you studied in social? Can anyone define what is the wind, children? Moving air is called as wind. Moving air is called wind. Children, moving air is called wind. Why does the air move? That is a question. Question arises, why does the air move? Okay, children? Can anyone tell why does the air move, children? Anyone know why does the air move? Okay. If you
So
don't, I
due
will.
to the sea
Children,
rotations? No?
this is equator, this is the
Pressure.
equator, this is the equator, and this is the sun, children. This is the sun. Sunrays directly follow the equator, whereas it falls slantingly on the poles. On the poles. So where will be it will be very hot, children? Can anyone tell? Where it will be
Equator.
hot? Equator or poles, sir?
Equator.
Equator.
At the
Equator.
equator, it will be very, very, very hot, and at the poles, it will be cold. At the poles, it will be cold. Whenever it is hot here, what do you expect, children? Air will be also very, very hot.
Hot
Yesterday,
air.
I was
Archer.
telling, what happens to hot air? It goes up.
Goes up.
What happens to hot air? It goes
It
up.
goes up.
And after going here, because it is very, very, very cold, it becomes cool. Cool air is very, very heavy. So heavy air comes down. Heavy air comes down. Hot air raises up. Heavy air comes down. Hot air raises up. Heavy air comes down. Hot air raises up. Heavy air comes down. Therefore, air starts moving, and the moving air is called wind. The moving air is called wind. Why does the air move? Due to difference in the heatings of the sun. Heat is here it is very hot, here it is very difference in the heatings on the earth makes the air to move. Difference in the heatings on the earth make air to move. Hot air goes up, cold air comes down. Moving of the air is called wind, children. Hot air goes up, cold air comes down. This moving of the air is called wind. Moving of the air is called wind. Okay, children. So I was telling you about the land breeze and sea breeze also. See, yesterday I was telling children, if ever you remember, yesterday I was telling you children, in the morning land will be very, very, very hot. Hot air rises up. Cold air from the sea, it will come here. This is called sea breeze. In the night, what air on the water becomes hot, it will go up, air from the land will come, this is called land breeze. So this is how air will move, children. Movement of air is called wind. Okay, so movement of wind, why it is occurring? Due to difference. Here it is hot, here it is cold. Here it is hot, here it is cold. Hot air raises up, cool air comes in. Hot air raises up, cool air comes down. Hot air raises up, cool. This movement of air is called wind. Not only this, children, it also depends upon rotation of earth. Movement of wind also depends upon the rotation of earth. Movement of the air also depends upon presence of mountains in their path. And movement of air also depends upon difference in the heatings. Difference in the heating. So movement of air depends upon three factors. One is difference in the heating. Number two, rotation of the earth. Number three, mountain ranges in their path. Number one, difference in the heatings. Number two, rotation of the earth. Number three, mountains in their path. Can anyone tell what are the three factors on which wind depends? Movement of wind?
Rotation,
Rotation,
mountains,
mountain,
and
and
difference.
difference.
difference in
Difference
the
in the heatings on the earth.
heating.
Difference of the heat by sun on the earth. Difference of heat of the sun on the earth. Difference of the heat of the sun on the earth. Here it is hot, here it is cold. Hot air rises up, cold air comes down. Movement of air is called wind. Movement of air is called wind. Okay, children. So movement of air is called wind. Wind motion depends upon rotation of the earth, mountains in their path, and difference in the heat. Difference in the heat. Okay, children. This is about air and movement of the air, that is wind. Mainly the this movement of the air, movement of the wind only controls the rainfall. How it controls, I will show you, children. How it controls the rainfall. Now all of you please see here, children. Rain. I am going to discuss about the rain now. Okay, children. So children, all of you listen. 71%, 78% of the earth is covered with water. Am I correct, children? Children, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
78%
Yes, sir.
of the earth is covered with
Water.
Water.
all the water due to the heat of the sun undergoes
Evaporation.
Evaporation.
evaporation. Very good. On evaporation, after evaporation, children, see children, 78% of the earth is covered with water. All the water on the earth undergoes evaporation. Now, after they gets evaporated, it goes into the air. So air is filled with water vapor. Try to understand. Not only from the water, even living organisms, plants, they also give water vapor into the air. Again, I am saying how rain occurs means 78% of the earth is covered with water. Because of the heat of the sun, water gets evaporated. So air is filled with water vapor. Not only because of this, living things also. Do we give air, water vapor, children? Do we give water vapor? Do we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When we
Yes.
breathe out, some water also will come. Plants also helps in transpiration. Plants also undergo transpiration. So water vapor is coming because of the water, because of the animals, because of the plants. Now water vapor. Okay, children. This air is also which is there is very hot. Hot air. What happens? I told hot air
Comes down.
rises up.
Comes down.
Hey, check. Hot air raises up. Hot air raises up. This hot air is already having water vapor, so water vapor also goes up. Now, water vapor, when it is going up, children, water in the air, so many dust particles are there. So many dust particles are there. Dust particles act as a nucleus. Children, dust particle acts as a nucleus. Around this nucleus, water vapor will accumulate. Now they will form droplets. What they will form, children? Water droplets. What happens, children? They will form water droplets.
Water
Due
drop.
to, due to condensation, the size of the water droplets become very, very big. Due to condensation, the size of the water droplets become very, 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 very big. And this they fall on the ground as rain. This they fall on the ground as rain. And if ever it is very, very cold country, that rain only comes out in the form of precipitation or snowfall. Or if ever that particular region is having so much pollution, that comes out in the form of smog. Fog plus smoke is fog. Okay, children, those who did not understand the rain pattern, slowly I will say all of you listen. From the water, rainwater evaporates and goes into the air. Water vapor not only coming from water bodies, they are also coming from animals and plants. All the water vapor goes into the air. Air becomes hot in the daytime. Hot air rises up and goes up. This water drops around the dust particle accumulates. Water drops around the dust particle accumulates, and dust particle acts as nucleus and they become droplets. Due to the condensation, water drops become bigger in size. When they become very, very bigger in size, it falls as rainfall. And in the colder countries, it will fall as precipitation or snowfall. And if it is very, very polluted country, the fog, snowfall plus smoke together forms as smog. This is how, okay. And sometimes children, the main children in our India, the wind pattern is two patterns. Children, this is north, this is south, this is west, this is east. We get two winds, children. One is southwest winds, other is northeast winds.
Northeast wind, sir.
We get in our India from southwest. Bay of Bengal is there, no children? Bay of Bengal winds, and from mountains are there on northeast. From there also we get winds, children. Two wind patterns: southwest wind and northeast wind. And sometimes you'll be hearing in the news, no children, there is a depression in the Bay of Bengal because of which heavy rainfall is forecasted in your city today, or 10 centimeter rainfall is forecasted yesterday night due to the depression in Bay of Bengal. They'll be telling you in the news, children, depression. What is depression? Depression is occurring in the water bodies. What is depression, children? Depression means when there is heavy, very, very hot on the Bay of Bengal, all the hot air rises up, taking the water vapor, and they go and fall as rain. Again, I'm saying on the Bay of Bengal, when it is very, very hot, all the hot air takes the water vapor and rises up and they fall as the rain in nearby places. Or there are so many other reasons also there, children. This is about rain pattern. Anyone have any doubt in rain pattern, children?
No,
Sir,
sir.
it is Bay of Bengal or Arabian Sea, sir?
Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. From anywhere we will get, children. Bay
Okay,
of,
sir.
okay. So
Sir, but southwest we have, I think,
Arabian.
Arabian Sea.
Yeah, here Arabian, here Bay of Bengal. Okay. So children, next one. Next one. See here, children. Rainfall is over. Next, I want to discuss something about air pollution, children. Something about air pollution. Children, regarding this notes in my video, I'll keep in the description all these notes, children, and also I will send you to personally. Please, if you didn't understand, please go through the notes. If you still didn't understand, please go through the teaching and read the textbook 2-3 times, and please write down Sunday test in all these topics, children. Air pollution, I'm teaching children. Air pollution. What is air? Yesterday I defined. What is the definition of air? Air is a mixture
Mixture
of
of gases.
Gases.
and gases is nitrogen, oxygen, some amounts of carbon
Carbon dioxide.
dioxide. Okay, mainly children. So fossil fuels, coal, petroleum,
Petrol.
natural gas are continuously burnt on the earth. Why they are burnt, children? Why they are burnt? Because they are fuels, either in vehicles or industries or anywhere. When we are burning this nitrogen and sulfur particles are entering into the atmosphere. Nitrogen and sulfur particles are entering into the atmosphere, and they are reacting with water, and when they are reacting with the water, they fall on the earth as acid rain. Acid
Acid
rain is
rains.
very, very dangerous. Not only acid rain, these particles, when we inhale during our breathing, we also get so many types of allergies, cancer, skin infections, so many different types of infections we get, children. This is
Respiratory
the
problems.
respiratory problems we will get, cough will get, bronchitis will get. So many problems are occurring because of air pollution, children. And also, not only this, children, when we are burning these fossil fuels, carbon particles enter into the atmosphere from the ash. Ash will be there, no children. Unburnt carbon particles will enter. They are also very, very decreased, children, dangerous, and they also decrease the visibility, children. When we are going on the road, they decrease the visibility, children, and especially in cold countries, smoke This smoke, unburnt carbon particles plus fog will form smog, and especially you can see in Delhi region in our country, because of smog, so many dangerous accidents also will occur, children. And increase in harmful content in the air is called air pollution. What is air pollution? Increase in the harmful
Harmful
content.
content.
Increase in the harmful content in the air, increase in the harmful content in the air, increase in the harmful content in the air is called air pollution. So increase in air pollution not only causes acid rains, it also causes so many allergies, and even children, carbon monoxide will come from the fuels of the vehicles, which is very very dangerous. If you inhale, it will directly go and affect our brain region, children. So nitrogen, sulfur, and not only that, carbon dioxide which is released into the air pollution causes greenhouse effect. It causes greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect causes what? Global
Global
warming.
warming.
Global
That is
warming.
also dangerous, children. So all these are the different patterns of air pollution. What is air pollution? Harmful content in air is called air pollution. Nitrogen, sulfur, they react with the air, water, and forms as known as acid rain. And when you inhale the unburnt carbon particles or nitrogen or sulfur or carbon monoxide, you will get different types of allergies, respiratory infections, cough, and sometimes even cancer. And carbon monoxide, which is liberated from the petrol vehicles, will cause brain effects. Carbon dioxide, which is liberated due to combustion of fossil fuels, causes greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect leads to global warming. Greenhouse effects leads to global warming. I will tell at the end of the lesson, children. So this is how different patterns of the air pollution is occurring. So today, major, I discussed about the rainfall and air pollution. Tomorrow I will discuss about the mineral contents, water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon dioxide cycle. I will discuss, children. So small discussion. What decides the wind pattern? Rotation of the earth, mountains,
Mountains and difference of heat.
difference of heat on the earth by sun. And how rainfall occurs? All the water gets evaporated, they react with the air becomes hot, goes up around the nucleus, dust particles, around the nucleus, dust particles, they condense and form
They
droplets.
condense.
And due to condensation, water drops become very very big, and they fall on the ground as rain. And in the cold
Precipitation.
countries, it forms as precipitation because of cold temperature. And in the dust polluted areas, it falls as a smog. And air pollution, nitrogen, oxy, sulfur, from where they are liberated? Burning of fossil fuels.
Burning of fossil fuels.
Nitrogen and sulfur, from where they are liberated? Burning of fossil fuels.
Fossil fuel.
And they form sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, and they react with the water and forms on the ground as acid
Acid
rain.
rain.
Acid rain is very very dangerous. It will not allow the crops to grow, and also for our living organisms is very dangerous. And unburnt carbon particles will form. Unburnt carbon particles, children, when they enter into the atmosphere, okay, what happens? This likely to enter into our body, and visibility also decreases, children. Smog will form, and when they enter into our body, in the lungs, they will form as slowly the carbon content will increase, and it is equal to smoking only, no, children. That is equal to smoking. And also, children, carbon monoxide, which is liberated from the burning of fossil fuels in petrol and diesel vehicles, they also, when you inhale, they affects the brain. And also carbon dioxide, if it is increasing in the earth, it causes greenhouse effect, results in global warming. This is about air pollution, rainfall, wind patterns. What is wind? Moving air is called wind. What is wind? Moving air is called wind.
Moving air.
Why does the air move? Because of difference in the heating. Why does the air move? Because of the
Difference
difference in
in
the
the
heating.
heating.
I told you, no, children. Here it will be very hot on the equator, and here it will be very cold in the poles. Hot means it will go up. After going up, cold air comes down. Hot air goes up, cold air comes down. Hot air goes up, cold air comes down. Hot air goes up, cold air goes down. In I mean to say, air is moving, and moving air is called wind. And due to the pattern of the wind is caused due to difference in the heating, mountain ranges, and rotation. And along with the wind, water vapor also will go, and that water vapor, wherever it becomes big, it will fall as a rain. I want to say that only. And regarding air pollution, I told you, children. And tomorrow we'll discuss remaining topics, children. I hope in the video I'll keep entire notes in the video I'll keep, and I will also send to you personally, children. Please go through the notes, textbook, and learn all these topics. It will be there on Sunday's test, children. Thank you so much.